Shifting focus, AIIMS Medical Board looking into the treatment provided to former Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Jayalalithaa has released a report. In its report, the medical board, which was appointed by the Supreme Court, says that there were no errors in the medical care provided to her and the treatment was given as per correct medical practice. The Supreme Court had on 30th November last year directed AIIMS to constitute a board of doctors to look into the course of treatment given to Jayalalithaa in Chennai. We have Dharini live with us. Dharini, several groups had raised suspicion over Jayalalitha's death. Now, of course, perhaps this report will put an end to all these controversies surrounding her death.
So one thing we have to understand is that this report by AIIMS is being submitted to the Arumughaswamy Commission. So the Arumughaswamy Commission will consider this report while submitting its report to the government of Tamil Nadu. So remember, in 2017, the Arumughaswamy Commission was constituted by then Chief Minister Edapadi Palaniswamy to investigate the Jayalalitha's death. So, post that, the Supreme Court in 2021 constituted a panel of doctors from AIIMS to study about the treatment that was given to Jayalalithaa in Apollo and submit a report to the Arumughaswamy Commission. So, this can definitely be considered as a very important, part of evidence. So, this report is now being submitted to the Arumughaswamy Commission, and that commission will include this report in its final report. Be submitted to the government of Tamil Nadu. So this is definitely going to play a game changer because the AIIMS panel has told that the Apollo doctors have provided good treatment to Jayalalithaa and that there was no lapse or error from their side as far as
Dharini, hold on to that thought. We have Kovai Sathyan of AIADMK with us. Mr. Sathyan, a very important report as far as the AIIMS is concerned. Many groups, including AIADMK, of course, the OPS, had at one point raised suspicion over Jayalalitha's death. Now, with this report, with the finding of this report, perhaps it puts an end to this unending controversy and suspicion surrounding her death.
There are two controversies. So this report puts into one controversy.
Okay.
What happened in those 75 days of hospitalization? So there were speculations that Amma was not alive when she got admitted. Treatment was not in the medical terms. So this report puts an end to that speculation. But what led to her hospitalization is still open. That's what the Arumughaswamy Commission has been constituted. Even in this report, it's clearly stated that she had high diabetes, but she was having pastries, chocolates, with so much of complications with her. The caretaker, has she done justice to her role? Caretaker is PK Shishikala. Has she done justice to her role? Or was it a plan to entice her with pastries while being diabetic? So the history, medical records, prior to her hospitalization needs to be out in open, and that will bring that will throw a reasonable light to the second point.
All right, so you're saying medical records prior to a hospitalization should also be probed. Only one part of it has been probed and one side of controversy has ended is what you're saying. Also, Mr. Sathyan, as far as the politics behind it is concerned, it was OPS in the beginning who had demanded probe. And later, of course, just recently, of course, after DMK came into power, it was recently, while he was deposing, he in fact said that he doesn't have any suspicion over Jayalalitha's death because years back, it was OPS who had demanded the probe, and now he went on to say that he has no suspicion and that there were doubt in people's mind, which is why he went ahead and sought a probe. So how did you look at that development as far as OPS's U-turn is concerned in this?
This put OPS in a clear fix. The report clearly shows the day-by-day developments in the medicine administered, which probably Mr. OPS was also aware. None of the Dharmidam days or time he raised a point saying that he was aware about the medical treatment to Amma. When he was silent, when his camp in Dharmidam accused the same that Amma was admitted in a vegetable state, she was not alive. And he kept quiet for it. He never said, no, Amma was alive. He triggered the speculation further for his political benefits and mileages. I think this report again puts him in a fix and exposes double standards.
All right, thank you, Mr. Sathyan, for all your views on this subject. So you're saying that only one part of controversy has been quelled. There should be probe into her medical records prior to hospitalization. Thank you, Mr. Sathyan, for all your inputs.